Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of The Infected. So, we found this campfire just like really, really close to our base. We wanted to go ahead and get that taken care of this morning. So, I went ahead and just ran over these guys with the truck. There was one over here just beating on the greenhouse. We did also have an attack from the light value being at 10. And I just went ahead and finished that up this morning. We did take some damage from the base, but it was mostly because I was messing around in the truck and not really, out killing those guys with the spear or anything like that. I was just, hanging out in the truck, trying not to get our health too low because I want to head out today and visit a town and try to get some more oil cans. I don't know if I harvested these guys or not, but we did take some damage back here. We lost one foundation there, and we lost one on the other side of the base as well. But all is good. All is well that ends well, right? So, not too horrible. I mean, there was something going on. I couldn't get out of the truck. That's one of the reasons we took as much damage as we did. But let's just get over here and get ourselves taken care of, and we are going to head out to a pretty close by town. Because I'm sure the loot has respawned there, guys. And, we really just need some oil cans. It's not that big of a deal. But as you can see over here on this side of the base, we did lose a foundation here as well. We will repair this, get everything done when we get back to the base. We'll get all of this taken care of when we get back. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, so I do want to first apologize for not having an episode out on Monday of this past week. I have been under the weather, not really with the cold or the flu or anything like that. But my health, I have some health issues and they cause a lot of different, side effects and all of that mess. But, so my health has been pretty poor over the weekend. It started on Friday. I felt like I was going to pass out every time I stood up. It was really, really bad for a day or two. And then, I was in the bed most of the weekend. Just felt really, really horrible and yucky. But I am feeling much, much better after a lot of rest. That's generally what it takes for me to recover from the issues that I have going on. We had a piece of liver that I really needed to eat first, but unfortunately I didn't do that. But I am doing much better. I feel so much better. It's horrible, just how bad it really was. So, what do we need to do first? We need to clear out our inventory because we are going to need as much space as possible. And why am I walking so slowly? I'm pretty sure it's because we are very, very thirsty. And we don't have any stamina. We don't have any water. We were taking health damage. Yeah, we were just not doing great. So I did end up butchering another goat. We do have a barn full. Unfortunately, I cannot place a second barn. It shows green until you go to place it, and then it says you're only allowed one barn, which I think is really, really horrible. I do think that needs increased to a maximum of, let's say, 3. Oh, no. Let's say 2. One barn per animal that we can keep in there. So 2 barns would be great. I know others have mentioned they would love more barns. It's not just me that's asking for this, but please, 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 if there is the possibility of placing an extra barn, please just let that happen because we really need the space for animals. I would like to have a barn full of chickens and a barn full of goats. And that way we really wouldn't have to worry about anything at all through the winter. I mean, meat and things like that would just be not a non-issue for the winter, no matter how long it is. Because we actually play on the longest time possible. We play on 300 minutes per season or per month. But anyway, it's the most that you can set it to. I really like that. I like that we're able to get the most out of each season. And, we can just showcase it all the more better, right? So, our inventory is looking pretty good. We have this 100 hit point medical kit, which is probably something that I'm going to keep on me. We probably need to give that to the goats and the chickens. Those potatoes, anyway. Not the liver. And everything here is doing great. Light value is climbing, but nothing too crazy. If we turn this off, it's not really going to matter because we still have the coal heaters burning. and we have to keep those going to keep us warm. However, since we're not really going to be here, is it necessary for us to keep them going? Probably not. We don't even have enough water to put those things out. Let's go ahead and grab some water. And I know it's not going to be extremely early this morning, but we are going to get as much done today as possible. Let's turn you off. We don't need you running. You know what? Let's just leave them going. It's not that big of a deal. We have killed Vambies here by the base already. So because I am feeling much better, you probably will hear laundry going in the background. It just has to happen, guys. I felt horrible, like I mentioned, all weekend, and I do have laundry going. So I don't know, like, there's more of those guys down here. So after I killed all of these guys, their campfire is no longer there, but there is another set of them over here, and I really don't want to leave this area and leave those guys here just doing their thing. So let's just see if we can get rid of this grouping of them. Let's just start the engine. We really need to do that to make it move. Because we've left the base before, and these guys are here just, you know, hanging out, doing their thing, being all weird and gross and breaking the base and all of that lovely stuff. You're going to make me get stuck. Not great. We're stuck. Come on. So this guy just ran into the front of the truck. No, 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 no. Calm down, guys. Calm down. Stop throwing things at me, please. I think we've had one guy run off, which isn't great. Come on. Don't glitch back into that rock, please. You did anyway. Darn it. Really wanted to harvest your body for any goodies that we could possibly get here. Campfire, is it still over here? I don't even know where it was. But I know we're stuck on this stupid tree here. Silly, silly tree. Why you gotta be that way? I mean, seriously. Okay, so we probably harvested everyone that we killed, unfortunately. We didn't kill everyone. I do think one of the Vambies ran off in this direction. Let's just do a double take around the base just to make sure he isn't over here breaking anything. I don't really hear him doing anything to the base. Let's just turn this off. We don't need this going right now. So hopefully when we come back, the base is still in sort of semi-working order, because that would just be lovely. Let's just get rid of that. We don't need our spear out right now. So hopefully, with that being said, we can possibly get up to just the next little town up, guys. It's not that big of a deal. I really wanted to just get up here and do some looting, because we haven't been away from the base in quite a while. Oh dear. It's literally, oh dear. Get out of the road. Seriously, dear? You're just going to stand here and eat on the... Okay. You're not supposed to stand in the middle of the street. This deer probably now knows this. He's learned a life lesson. Just saying. But he decided he wanted to take a nap in the middle of the street. And that's not good either. So, if you are ever, like, in my state, in the state of Kentucky, please don't lay down in the middle of the street. Please don't try to eat your dinner in the middle of the street, because it's going to end very horrible with you taking a nap. A very long nap. Just saying. People here are horrible drivers for the most part. Pretty friendly. But we're really bad drivers, especially my husband. Oh dear. The stories I could tell you about that. Fortunately, we've never been in a serious accident. So there's that. But he is a horrible driver. And, you know, he used to be a really good driver, but he isn't anymore. But anyway, Let's just set the parking brake, turn off the engine, get out of the truck again. And here we are. Let's just, you know, do a little bit of looting here. It's just lovely getting out to a town. Very, very cool. We have some inventory space, so we are going to take almost everything, nearly everything. Clay is lovely. Is there a way to search the front? No, just the back. Okay. Let's get our spear out because things like to jump out and scare us pretty often. So you're empty. And we can always get more health stuff over here as well. I am looking for oil cans today, guys, because we are pretty desperate for those. An egg is okay. I mean, we have a stock of eggs. Not really that big of a deal. It's not like the best possible loot ever. Plastic parts, mechanical parts, electrical parts, all of that is lovely, and I will toss out stuff to make room for those. Any cooked food would be nice as well. I would like to have some more of those racks of ribs. You know, just lovely, lovely loot. Cooked chicken's okay. I'll take that. And I didn't know this for the longest time, but if you're looting and you see this grill just laying on top of a box, both of those items are searchable. I had no idea until we were pretty far into looting the towns. So I'm sure I missed a lot of those. It wasn't my intention. I just honestly didn't know that both of those items were lootable. Okay, so I probably should have brought an extra box or an extra crate, sorry. I did not. Probably should have got rid of some of the gas. I also did not do that. Let's throw out the bark chips. We don't need those. We did have to cut down that tree. Our health is looking okay. We're just going to put you and all of these smaller items in here first. Then we're going to put the bigger items on the bottom. And you, we don't use the potato paste. It's probably been a while, like since some of the earlier days when we had an issue with sun resistance. We don't seem to have that issue really right now. So it is nice, you know, to not have to worry about that as much. Let's just get in here and we are going to drive over to the next location, which is, whoa, I don't know what was going on there. Just down the street here. There's another deer down here. That's okay. This town isn't very big. Just a couple of houses, nothing too crazy. So there's that. We didn't see anything happen to that guy, did we? I mean, he just was walking along and fell over. Okay, so we can go in from this side of the garage. Let's just take you. Spoiled food. Ugh. We've got plenty of that back at the base with all of the food that Mike is getting from the garden. Or, sorry, from the greenhouse. Not necessarily needed at this point. The clay is always nice. Ooh, some cooked meat. Well, we'll take that. And I guess we're going to take you as well. The truck. Do you have anything pretty cool in here? This deer is being seriously annoying. Did I check you? I did. Gas isn't as much of an issue now as it used to be in the game. It was pretty important if you found even like oil cans to make gas. It was always super, super important. That's not necessarily the case anymore. Don't get me wrong. It's great to have all of this gas because of the ATV and because of the truck. You know, we do need it, but it's not as important to make the gas. Is it the distiller or the distilling station? Can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's not as important to make that very early on. Very lovely oil can there. Some glass as well, not horrible loot. More oil cans, very, very excited about those. First aid, lovely. Okay, nothing in the bathtub here. Let's just get over here, and we don't need those seeds. We'll take the meat, of course. We'll take you. And there's nothing in the fridge. Some glass there. That's lovely. Did we check you? We did. Okay, and then let's just get up here. Ooh, electrical components. Those are nice. wiring is lovely as well. We are at that point where we are starting to do some wiring and all of that lovely stuff. Very, very nice. These small medical kits, very, very handy to have. I do have quite a bit of them. I am not complaining about one of those that we have found because they've all been very, very useful for us. Excuse me. Hey, how's it going? Hi there. These guys are pretty blind at this point. How's it going? They're just very, very cool looking. They walk like they're, I don't know. They walk weird, but that's okay. I mean, we can avoid these guys altogether. No need to kill those guys. No need indeed. Okay, let's do that. Throw all of this small stuff in here. Did we leave room for those? We did. Glass, straw bricks, none of that stuff will fit. We're pretty well stocked with everything that we can possibly get. Did I seriously just open the engine hood? So this is how you do this, guys. If you need to add gas, you just do it there. If this deer jumps in the truck with me, I'm seriously just going to lose it right here. Okay, so let's head back over to our house because we didn't get a ton of stuff, but we did get a lot of loot. I mean, our crates are pretty full. Our backpack is nowhere near full, but it could be worse. We could have gotten really, really horrible loot. And again, I don't want to be gone from the base for too long because I'm afraid it's going to get like broken, seriously damaged, because those guys are way too close to me and I don't like that at all. I'm going to have to craft myself another land claim pole or something and put down there, because I did read that they will build anywhere outside the land claim area, and they can actually build inside your land claimed area, because if you have more than one land claim pole, they will build far away from one, and that could possibly be in another area, in another one of your land claimed areas. So there is that possibility. I don't like that idea at all. I don't want them building as close to my base as they are. I really think that needs worked on. I think you should have to do a certain distance from each land claimed area to make that, make sense. But it is what it is, and I am not the developer of this game, guys. I have no say in this whatsoever. However, since we are back here at the base, I'm just going to park the truck right here in the middle, right at the land claim pole. Try not to knock it over. I am going to turn off the engine and get out of the truck. Apparently, you have to do that in a certain order because you don't want to leave your truck running while you're out. I'm sorry. You don't want to leave your parking brake off while you're out of the truck because it can move. In real life, of course, not in the game. They just don't want you to do that. So what do we have here that we need to get rid of? Let's just see. We don't have any of this stuff left on us. We have some stuff that goes over into the larger crates, which is lovely. I am very excited about this. If I have missed a comment, guys, please, please, please be patient with me. I do try to go back and catch all of them up. I've just been so very, very ill. It's been horrible the last few weeks, or the last few days, sorry. I've really been struggling with my health, and unfortunately, sometimes, guys, I really just have to take a break. I have to take a break and catch up on rest. I have to take a break from everything. And, that unfortunately does include YouTube. So I need to put some glass away. It pretty much included everything this past weekend. Very, very thankful that I have a great support system. My mom is just the best. Really, really supportive. She does everything she can, to make things a little bit easier for me. And I appreciate that. My husband is pretty understanding. I think he's the typical male. And he is not very, he's not very, very compassionate and supportive. But he is, he does the best he can. He was just raised weird, I guess. But that's okay. He is a great person. and he does support me 100% with whatever I choose to do. Okay, so back to what are we doing here? We have food we need to put in the fridge because this meat's going to go bad. I want to eat the liver. I don't want it to go bad. We have some cucumbers, potatoes, eggs. We need to get rid of all of this stuff. Let's put the eggs over in the crate that says eggs on the front because that's a pretty good place to start placing those. We do need to get rid of this mess because we don't need it in here. I don't have a crate for that mess, do I? Well, we're about to. I know I should just turn it into biofuel, but I'm really not in the mood for that right now. Let's give the goats and chickens and all of that loveliness some support over here. And give them just a tiny bit more food if they need it. They are eating like crazy, guys. I cannot keep up with this. Like, how much food, how many pieces of food do I need to feed these guys per day? Because I just filled them up before we left. And they were down to 900 at that point. And then coming back, they were 1,400 just now. So they are eating like crazy. I mean, I only have 4 of each animal. I couldn't imagine 5 of each animal in here. Because that's just ridiculous. The amount of food that they go through. So you are... Why are you not running? You're running. Lovely. But I don't know why that soil extractor wasn't running. I think it was the noise value I didn't want to increase at one point in time. And now that we are back at the base, we did have a lovely little trip away from the base. We did get some oil cans. They are still in the truck. I'll empty the truck later. It's not that big of a deal right now. Let's put all of you guys away. Let's put these stone in here. Let's turn this back on because we really want it running. And let's put you and you in here as well. And let's see. What do we got going on now? We need to kill or butcher that wolf on the back of the truck. It's not that big of a deal. It's only been there for several months now. It's probably not as fresh as it once was. But I think it'll still be okay to eat. Because these game mechanics when it comes to food are just crazy fun. We do have our cart still in here. So I think we've decided that we want to put glass up here, guys. And I'm okay with that. Very much okay with that, in fact. So we are going to start like one room at a time. I'm going to section this off into portions or rooms again up here. I do want to do the glass out here for sure. And then we're going to have to put windows up here as well. So we have a lot of work to get done. Most of this will have to be done off camera as far as gathering the lead and the iron to make the glass with, or to make the steel to turn into glass. You know, that stuff. I also want to cover this porch, so it'll probably be covered as well. And probably with glass. I'm not sure yet. But I do like the way that the glass looks, and I really want this deck covered because I do want to put some couches and chairs and all of that lovely stuff up here as well. Okay, so we went on a little road trip. We need to finish building this back because they did break the base a tiny bit, and I want to get it fixed. Let's do that. We need another foundation just over here. Luckily there wasn't more damage because it did take me a bit to get over here. Didn't realize those guys were back here because I was so focused on the guys down there. Didn't realize there were others that had come from this direction. So we need some logs and we need some planks. Let's get up to the second story. Run along, get up here. Okay, and then let's just throw these guys out the window maybe. Yep. And throw you out over here. You need to go over here. I think it's only 3 logs and 4 planks or something like that. And let's just grab 8 planks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then let's put 1 log back in there for now. I know it's going to take more than 1, but that's okay. And then we have our logs just here. Very, very cool. No, it was way more than that. It is 6 planks and 4 logs. That's okay. We'll go back in here and grab some more stuff. Okay, let's just throw you in there and you right there. How many do we have? We only have 6. Okay, so that's enough. Yeah, that's enough to do what we need to get done. Let's just throw you out the window here. And then we're going to throw one more out the window over here. Because why not? Okay. Well, let's get back out here and complete these. Get them done. And then, yeah, I do think we are going to try to start working on some of the ceiling in the next episode. Hopefully we can get some of that done. And then, so we do have the fishing dock completed. I'm not sure if I did show that to you guys. I think it was during the episode that didn't really record properly last week. But we have that done. We did place the couch out here and the table. I did have the fence over here because I didn't want anyone to get into the base. As my mom mentioned, I could move this. I don't really want to, but I could move this, and this would be like a sort of enticing way to get the animals into the base. The foxes, the bears, the wolves, all of that lovely stuff. You know, they would just roam around and come into the base. I've had that happen already with a chicken and a fox, and they would be okay with it. They would just come in the base and hang out, and I would kill them when I got, over here and was prepared to do so. So we did lose quite a few spikes over here. Not that big of a deal, guys. I was fully intending to lose spikes and fully expecting it. I do want to place some barbed wire around the base, even a bit more. I don't really like this being in front of the base like this, in front of the steps. I don't like it at all. If you did hear that noise, my load of laundry has completed. Very, very lovely. But I do think it's almost 5 p.m. I do think I'm going to go ahead and end this one here, guys. I know it might be a bit shorter, but I do want to end this one here so that I can get some work done and we can start on the glass upstairs in the next episode, because I do need to get some sand in the forge. I also need to craft another forge, because as you guys have mentioned, it would benefit me very, very much to have a second forge just here. So I might do that in the next episode as well. But we will work on what we can get done. Hopefully, I can get some glass work completed. We have plenty of sand. Sand isn't an issue. We have 3 nearly full crates. And then we have sand in here as well. But let's just go ahead and get this filled up. And I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate all of your support on this channel and on this series as well. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you're looking forward to future episodes. I can't wait to catch you guys in the next one. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day.